come here.
Come on, where are you going, guy?
Just walking around.
Jesus Christ, dude, sit down. Start the fucking thing already.
Why do you want me to sit down?
So we can start the thing.
On the loop here, Frank?
Leave it over here. We're sponsored by Kenny White. Jesus Christ, dude. This one I do podcast with Jews, dude.
That's really fucking smart of you.
The Keep On Trucking Podcast. It's episode 36. Yeah, I was recording.
Oh god.
This is
Wait, but
here, scoot over on this side, dude. I'll edit it out. I don't know what you said, dude.
Hey.
It's episode 36 with my first Jewish guest, dude. Kiwi
Wientraub.
Wientraub Goldsteinberg.
It's not. It's just Wientraub. Thanks for having me, Frankie.
No, you don't gotta talk into it. It's really loud. Dude.
What if I go back here?
No, don't go that far either.
Yeah.
All right, Kiwi, here. I'm gonna ask a question.
Should I talk into it?
Yeah. No, don't talk.
I want to thank Frankie for having me on the podcast. I've wanted to be on the Keep On Trucking podcast for a long time. Frankie came to New York in 1976. Back then, I was just a kid, and I had 2 kids back then. I was just a kid. And I was only a kid with 2 kids, and it was so amazing because I had all these kids. But Frankie came here, and he was a vagrant. He was Mexican back then, and I wanted to talk to him just because I saw this Mexican guy, and I said, "Whoa! That's a real Mexican!" And he was like, no, I'm Salvadoran. And I was like,
didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
That's offensive to the people of my culture.
I had did you know that my ex-wife was,
Salvadorian?
yeah?
I thought she was Mexican.
She's both.
That's against the
She
law.
still is both.
That's
She's
the law.
against the law, and that's why I love her.
Get us in the middle. Oh, that's it? That was... And that was
say.
Kiwi, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. Dude, this podcast sucks, dude. You know what Frankie told me just now? You were like, you called me an ugly teenager because I had a retainer.
All right, I'm gonna post a picture of it, dude. On the thing.
My brother's in it though.
Well,
you have
no.
to get his permission.
I'll just crop him out. Well, there's a picture of Kiwi.
Put in Wesley Snipes over my brother.
Here, scoot over more this way.
Oh, you want me to be closer to you?
Well, yeah, to get in the frame. Because you're like a handsome fella now, dude.
I just want to say hello to the people of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where my family is from. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Fluminense all the way. What were you saying?
Because you're a handsome fella right now, dude.
Oh, stop.
But like when you were a kid, you're like disgusting. There's a photograph of you. You look so ugly, dude. Like I've never seen an uglier fucking kid.
Jesus, this is really mean, Frankie.
Well, dude, you have a retainer in the picture. Take out the retainer for the picture if you're gonna smile with your teeth.
You want me to go and take out the retainer? You can't do that. It's gross to take it out. Also, you know I can show you my retainer right now. There's a Jewish star on it. There's a Star of David on it. Because my orthodontist is a fucking bitch, and she was like, "I bet you want a Jewish star on it." And I was like, "What?
For real?"
Yeah, I was like, well, how old was I? 11, 12?
All right, well that is your
14.
That is your your major.
Yeah, it's my religion.
It was your major.
It wasn't
you went to school to be a Jewish. So
I
even more
Jewish. To be a Jew. No, I was a religion major, Frankie.
And how is that?
Well, it's over, thank God.
And you're gonna pursue a career in being Jewish.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You love being Jewish, huh?
I love being Jewish, yeah. But I'm not just a Jew. I'm a citizen of the world. Can I hold the mic so you can clap? We can't clap at the same time. It sucks. I'll just do a little more. But yeah, I'm not just a Jew. I'm a citizen of the world.
Well, why'd you study? Why'd you go to religion school?
You can put your feet up.
Thanks, I am.
You just want to put one foot up?
Yeah.
I didn't go to religion school. I went to Hunter College. Go Hawks.
How come you didn't go to Columbia University?
They wouldn't accept me.
Why? You weren't that smart?
I'm not that smart, yeah. I'm still not that. What do you mean you weren't that smart? I graduated on Friday. Frankie almost came to my graduation. Thank you, Frankie.
I got uninvited.
You got uninvited, yeah. Because my cousin, it's family. Blood is thicker than cum, I told you.
Ah, Jesus Christ, dude. All right, here. This is a question I asked.
No, don't ask me this. Don't recycle
I asked
questions.
Sean. No.
Oh, Sean, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, how is your 33,000 followers on Instagram? I'll be like, well, it's pretty good. All right, I'm sorry. This. I apologize.
All right, because I was on the phone with Luke, right? Luke Davis, and we were talking like at night, and before we hung up, he was like, he fucking said good night.
That's nice.
Do you say good night to your homies?
No,
on the phone.
I wouldn't say that to you. I would say peace, dude. Like I'd say like, all right, peace, man.
Yeah, I that's what I said. I said you gotta be cool. You can't.
Well, Luke is A, not cool, and B, he's Southern, so that would explain that. No, he's polite. He's Southern, you know.
He's Southern. Yeah, he has Florida vibes.
Yeah, he's got Florida, even though he's from North Carolina, which is weird. But I think it's because he's not known you for more than a year, so it's like you're not his like lifetime homie. You're not his lifetime achievement award. So
why would
like,
he say good night?
Because that's just how he talks to people that he hasn't known for like 20 years.
All right, enough about, I'm going to ask him. So you wouldn't say goodnight to them?
No, I wouldn't say goodnight.
All right.
I'd say, all right, dude, peace.
All right, now we have another homie. Noah Schneider.
Noah Snyder.
Another Jewish.
Classic.
Do you ever talk
He is Jewish.
Do you ever talk to him on the phone?
Noah Snyder, yeah, I talked to him. What was the question?
He says, I love you.
Yeah, he says, I love you a lot.
Yeah. Do you say that?
Not as much as he does.
I feel like he's
starved for love. Noah, he really wants to be.
If there was an inflation for love, like
Noah would be rich.
He'd be
poor.
He'd be responsible for it.
Well, I don't really understand economics. Can you explain it? I know it's funny. I don't really get the joke.
It's because there'll be too much of it, so the value of it would go down. So
because he's putting out too much love. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, he says it all the time, and it's like, dude, I love you too. Like, I love Noah. He's the best, but like,
me too. But like, I don't say it.
You got to say it like all the time. Like, Jesus Christ.
Enough of that. Because
he's gonna cry when he sees.
I spent like 15 minutes talking about this with Sean. So we'll move
about
on.
Noah Snyder saying I love you.
About good nights and I love you to the homies.
No, okay.
And
thanks for bringing it up. I mean, I have more to say.
Oh, go on. Dude, I feel like
you got to pay for the Patreon if you want that. Am I right?
No, you're like a
Jew.
No, you're a real sneakerhead, huh?
Yeah,
make a real sneakerhead.
I love shoes. Yeah.
Here, so I made a quiz for you. I'm gonna pull out some.
Yo!
I'm gonna pull out some shoes, and you tell me what kind of shoes they are. Right?
Yeah, I'm right, man. This was all I used to do back in the day.
What are these?
Oh, so it's a Healy.
Is it Healy?
It says Healy on the tongue, yes.
All right, good. Yeah.
They're all going to be Heelys. I already know this is going to go.
What kind of shoes are these?
Can I inspect?
Yeah. But get on the camera, dude. Here, scoot over more this one.
Well, these are boots, Frankie. I don't know boots.
So you don't, alright, so you're not...
They're not, I mean, they're not like Tim's. They're not, they're like a different, I don't know. They're not Doc Martens.
Alright, so...
What are they?
These?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was hoping you'd tell me.
What, do you want them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice. I don't really know boots is the thing.
What are these?
Looks like snake skin or alligator, some kind of like illegal animal skin shoe that like goes out to here. Clown shoes.
Do you like the clown shoes? There's a whole
in a good way.
There's like a whole culture in Mexico.
What is it, a Mexican thing? Oh, yeah, you guys are really doing great. I don't know, dude. Their shoes are pretty gross, if you ask me. Well, you show them to the people.
No, I'm gonna put up pictures.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. You're showing me all these like weird white girl shoes. Also, you want them. You like want this white girl boot. This shoe is a big black boot, Frankie. There's nothing else to it. Just a huge black boot.
I feel bad. You get so excited, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And then I just showed you a bunch of boots. Shoes. A sneakerhead is a person who's into feet, right? And like feet accessories.
It's funny you should say that because in the last probably 3 weeks, I have developed a foot fetish.
For the women out there? What's your
But I wasn't into feet before. I actually hated feet because my friends in high school would borderline assault me. No, in college, they would hold me down and tickle. I have the most ticklish feet in the world.
Me too.
Would your friends hold you down and tickle you?
No, dude.
Okay, because they would do that to me.
What the fuck? When did this happen?
In college, like
what kind
every
of friends
day.
are these?
Bad ones. I don't know. I'm still to keep in touch. They're great, but they're very bad and mean.
They're goys, right?
No, they're all they're all Jews except for Will.
Will?
Yeah.
What's his last name? Henderson?
Oh, I can't say his last name. His last name. Get it out. Yeah, his last name is Hendricks. No, he.
So they would hold you down. Was this?
Yeah, because there's like 4 of them, and they would hold me down and just tickle my feet, and I would go
in class
and kick their face. No, I didn't have any classes with them. Except Will was also.
So they're just finding you in the streets and like, there's Kiwi.
No, we would be hanging out at like ripping bong. You know, we'd just be hanging out, and then they'd be like, "All right, it's time." And I'd be like,
ripping
"No, please."
Bong?
Ripping bong, yeah.
Like smoking out of a bong?
Yes, smoking weed, Frank.
I mean, I've never heard of that term.
Ripping bong?
Yeah, ripping bong.
We'd be ripping the bong.
Huh.
We'd be ripping bingers from the bong, you know, on the shitter.
Right,
so we'd be ripping bong, right? And then they'd be like, "It's time," and I'd be like, "Please, not this time." They'd be like, "Oh." And there was one time where I got really mad and I cried. No, I don't.
For real? Were you getting tickled?
I was just like, "Fuck! Stop! Jesus Christ!" Imagine if this happened to you every time. If every single time you fucking like, imagine if something you really didn't want to happen happened every single time, and then they stopped. And then I got my colon taken, and then I got my bag, so they were like, all right, we feel bad for you.
You got your colon taken? All right, here, let's talk about, so your parents got divorced when you were 7.
Yeah.
So you stopped playing basketball.
No, I got divorced when my parents were 7.
So your parents got divorced when you were 7.
Yeah.
You stopped playing basketball, and
When I was 8.
And your father took your colon.
My father...
In the divorce.
The terms of custody. Sam gets the colon. He's like, yes, yes. His parents stand up like, we're so proud of you. He doesn't care about the rest of me. I get the colon. He just starts eating it. Just immediately eats all of it. Eats all 4 feet of my colon.
4 feet?
Yeah, at least.
It's a fucking long colon.
His is only 33 inches because he had 1/3 taken out.
Your dad?
Yeah, had surgery as well. I didn't tell you this.
No.
He had surgery from my first surgery. Who messed it up? Just kidding. I love you, doctor. Anyway, but he got 1/3 of his colon taken out, and it was 11 inches. So his colon is like 33 inches, 22 now, but he's 5'9".
Where is your colon now?
Probably in a dog's mouth somewhere. No,
what do they do with them? They just burn them?
Probably studying them. It's probably studying in the lab, or just threw it out.
This was hilarious to me. You've told me this before, and I think it's hilarious. Your parents got divorced, and you somehow thought you stopped playing basketball because your parents stopped having sex.
They stopped having sex probably before I was born. They got divorced when I was 7. I can imagine they stopped fucking when I was like 2.
Why'd you stop playing basketball?
Because they got divorced. When your parents get divorced, you start having to, not all the time, but I had to move between 2 houses, right?
Yeah.
And so I already had to bring all this shit between my mom's and my dad's.
And a basketball would have just been extra.
And I couldn't fit a basketball. I couldn't fit a child's ball. Yeah.
That's
just too much.
To me, that's hilarious and sad, dude.
It was very sad. I was good, dude. I was tall.
You were good at basketball?
Yeah, but then I turned fucking 9 and I stopped playing
because your parents.
Because my parents had gotten divorced. I played at Sacred Heart, the Catholic, because the Catholic leagues are big here in Brooklyn, so I played there. They loved me. They called me the Hustler. I was the second best kid in the league.
Who called you the Hustler? You were 8. Who calls an 8-year-old a hustler?
I don't know. I was a bad kid. I don't know.
Dude, I just fucking remember. Did you ever have MySpace?
No, I never.
Dude,
I
had
older than me, Frankie. It was before my time. It's true. You're old. You're not old.
I'm not fucking that old, dude.
You're older than me.
I'm like younger than you.
You're older than me.
How old are you?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
I'm 2 years younger than you.
All right, asshole. Fucking MySpace. I'm not that old.
Before my time.
Well, anyways, dude,
2 years is a long time.
My fucking name on MySpace was Grand Hustle, and the S's were $2 signs.
So you spelled hustle wrong.
And in my profile picture,
you spelled hustle wrong. Your profile picture was what? An old Chinese man?
No, it was a picture. It was a picture of me wearing women's glasses. But like, it was unironic. I was trying to be cool. I thought it looked.
You still have the picture?
No, but my mom probably remembers. My mom would clown me, dude. I would get mad.
Yeah, rightfully so.
I'll be like, don't clown the hustle. Don't.
Say, you Mexicans are a tough people, really. Dude, I told you, my ex-wife, her mom, she had 2 younger brothers, and their friend came to the house.
Yeah.
And she was, right away, she just goes, oh, you got fat. Right away, she said
you?
No, not to me, to, what's his name?
Who's that? Some guy?
He was Mexican, but he looked Chinese.
Yeah, they call him Chinos.
Yeah, you gotta bleep out all these names.
No, nobody cares about.
Yeah.
Also, hold up. Why'd you put this blanket on?
Because you're sweaty, Frankie.
Why'd you put...
This is my mother's couch.
You said because my back was wet?
No, I didn't say that. I said you're sweaty.
You said my back was wet?
No, I didn't say that.
So you put down a...
Also, your ass is probably wet, too. I can call you a wet ass, though.
Can I move this?
No, Frankie.
Why?
Because your back was soaked. Your back was moist. I didn't say it. I don't need to say it. That's such a not fun racial slur. I don't need to say that one.
Yeah,
who needs to say that word? Actually, now that you mentioned it.
All right, what's your favorite religion that you studied in college?
Islam.
You have to say that, though.
I don't have to, Frankie. The first school I went to, my teacher, the best teacher, was the Islam guy, and he was my advisor, and he was the best lecturer, Jafar Mahalati. He was the best guy, and it was my favorite one to study, Islam. And there were only a few, so I concentrated in Islam. I took the most classes in that. I knew about Judaism already, so I took classes in Jewish studies, but I liked Islam.
You didn't want to learn about another religion?
No, I did. I learned about Buddhism and Hinduism. Buddhism's great. Hinduism, they're all great.
What's your favorite?
Christianity.
What's your favorite thing about Buddhism?
I guess I was sick that day. No. About Buddhism?
Yeah.
I like the middle way because it basically gives you an excuse to like not try that hard at anything. You know about the middle way?
No, what is this?
The middle way basically says you shouldn't be too much of anything. You should be 50%. Like you shouldn't be like, don't work too hard, but also don't be a slacker, lazy person. So like people who are like, oh, I got to go to 30 mics a week, 25 mics, blah, blah, blah. Like they're not following the middle way. But also people who are like, I'm so good, comedy will just figure itself out. They're not doing the middle way either. But if you follow your heart like naturally.
Like balance.
Yeah, go when you want to, don't go when you don't want to. That's the middle way. And I like it because I think it's just like translates well to living life, you know?
All right, yeah. My Catholic homie said that God hates the lukewarm. He said that you either gotta be a fucking
it's the difference between Catholicism and Buddhism.
You gotta either be a fucking badass or a fucking
Catholicism is great too, though. It's just different.
Do you know like any like not obvious shit?
Not really, because the class I took on Catholicism was at
it was intro.
It was called Catholic Social Teaching and Ethics. There were 3 people in the class. Our teacher was named Joyce, and she would go like this.
She was Jewish?
No, she was Catholic. She was Catholic. She had a fucking huge boner for this like bishop in the church. She was like, and he wrote out all the books, and she was like, when I met him, he was very nice to me. It's like, all right, Joyce, calm down. But that semester. Oh yeah, no, fucking shit. Yeah. You don't think to silence it before the fucking podcast?
It was
also,
silenced.
nice background, Jesus.
Thanks.
It was silenced? No, answer it.
Hello?
Welcome to Tijuana. I'm here.
I'm on the podcast with Kiwi right now.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right. What's it like living without a colonoscopy?
Well, it's a fair point. I can't get colonoscopies anymore because I don't have a colon. I got a pouchoscopy 2 weeks ago.
All right, hold up. Here, walk me through the fucking how you knew you didn't need a colon. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's gonna go get his colon. Jesus Christ. It's not that big.
I got it.
No. Wait, where were you going?
You said walk me through. I thought I would just have some fun with.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you had something.
I thought I would have some fun. No, I just thought I was gonna have some fun. What is it like living without a colon?
To pass the time.
Yeah. It's
No, hold up. No. I was gonna say walk me through the fucking how you knew you didn't need a colon.
How I knew it.
Because sometimes I feel my fucking thing. I'm like, I gotta get rid of this shit.
Everybody needs a colon.
Except for you, obviously.
No, you can't live without a colon. It's a whole process to get rid of it. They can't just take it out. They have to do other stuff.
Is yours gone?
Yes.
Okay then. So you're living without a colon.
I had to get 7 surgeries though, Frankie. Big surgeries. Where they went inside and they moved around.
Dude, you're just a puss.
Yeah, that's you're right. That's what Grant said. He was like, you just have a weak constitution. It's not your colon. So the first one.
No, hold up. How'd you know you needed the first one?
So when I went to school, on my first day of school, I started
bleeding,
shitting blood out of my ass.
Yeah, you got your period.
I got my period in my ass. Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 18, and so I was texting my parents.
A little late to get your period.
A little late. I was a late bloomer, but I was texting my parents. I was like, "Mom, like this is really bad." And she was like, "Oh, I'm sure it's just a bug, sweetie. You'll be." She was not
a bug, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine or whatever.
What
it's
kind of
parasite. Bug? I don't know, cockroach. I don't know. And so then I was like, I had to fart, right? So I farted. And there was blood on my underwear.
Oh, shit.
So I texted her. I said, Mom, I just farted, and there's blood on my underwear.
Sounds like you had some tacos and TJ.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I was in Ohio. And she texted me back in all caps. She just goes, wow. Wow. And then
Twice.
No, it's just once. I just thought I would get a better reaction the second time. And then she texted me. And then she scheduled a colonoscopy, or she scheduled an appointment with a gastroenterologist. I saw him, and he was like, "Yeah, you have to get the scope. There's no."
He's Jewish?
No, he was Indian.
Oh.
He still is Indian. And then I had to go in for a colonoscopy, and they were like, "Yeah, you have ulcerative colitis, which is inflammation of the colon and rectum." Mine was super low down, so it was like all in my rectum. I don't have a rectum anymore either. Do you know that?
Yes, you do.
I just have a little bit of my rectum.
Come on, dude.
I don't have a rectum. I don't have a rectum.
So
Look up the surgery. I don't have a rectum.
Oh, fuck. So what happens when you gotta go poop?
I poop. You don't need... It's fake news. The liberal media telling you need a rectum. You don't need a rectum, people. No, you need it, but...
All right, so you were shitting out blood and you went with the guy. The guy said
So you're shitting
your colon is inflated.
Yeah, and so... They blew it like a balloon. No, so it was inflated, right? So...
Well, what's the word?
Inflamed.
Yeah, inflammation.
Inflamed bowels.
Yeah, inflated.
Yeah. So basically, I was shitting blood constantly for like 2-3 years. I went on all these medications. I went on Entyvio, Remicade, Stelara, all these biologic infusion medications. I would sit there for 2 hours while they pumped it into my veins. Nothing worked. Nothing worked except for like steroids, but you can't do that because it gives you bad side effects.
Like what?
Like fucking jacked. No, like moon face. It didn't give me bad side effects, but
what's moon face?
Moon face is where it gives you a really fat face,
like the emoji.
Moon. Yeah, like the emoji. It gives you emoji face. For me, it would just make me crazy and like insomnia.
Also, you took it for a little bit?
Yeah, I would go back to it because they put me on something that wouldn't work and say, okay, go on 20 milligrams of prednisone, go to 10, go to 5, go to 2.
Prednisone.
Taper off. Prednisone, Frankie. English. I speak English. Learn it, okay?
Oh, and then you said that you didn't put down this thing on me because I'm a wetback.
I didn't say that. I just said you're sweaty and I don't want to get my mom's couch wet.
Where was I sweaty specifically? Dude, that'd be so funny. Like your couch is wet.
Yeah.
Your mom gets up. Did you have Mexicans over?
Smells like Mexican.
All right, so you took prednisone?
Yeah, so I took all this shit. Medication didn't work. I went to the hospital, and the doctor was like, okay, this is your last kind of hoorah. He was like, we're going to try this week-long infusion in the hospital. You'll be in the hospital for a week, and if it doesn't work after that, we'll look at other options. And I was like, you mean surgery? And he was like, we'll talk about other options. And I was like, all right. So I knew.
About putting you down?
Yeah. Could you imagine? Sorry, it didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
And my mom was just like,
we have another one.
Yeah. So, anyway, so I was in the hospital and I got a sigmoidoscopy, which is where they look in your butt a little, look at the colon and the other stuff.
Sigmoid? What an asshole this guy Sigmoid was.
Yeah. Sigmoid.
He's like, well, what do a thing when we look inside people's assholes? I will name it after me.
I think it's a part of your body.
Sigmoid? I thought it was a guy.
Maybe, Sigmund? Like
well, no, but Sigmoid is like a Jewish fella.
They're all Jewish fellows, Frankie. Okay, all right.
So what happened?
So it didn't work, right? They were like, you should be having 5 to 8 bowel movements a day with little to no blood, and I was like, I'm having fucking 50 to 80, and it's all blood.
Well, just stop eating, huh? You fucking fat ass. What are you eating? You eat halal every day, huh?
It didn't matter what I ate though. There would still be, blood in the toilet. So he went up, my doctor, and he was like, yeah, we're probably gonna have to get surgery, and I just went.
You didn't do that, dude.
Yeah, I did.
You cried?
I went. Yeah, and I put my head in my hands and I cried.
You don't cry.
I cry so much.
For reals?
Often, very often, I cry.
It feels good, huh?
It feels great. I love crying.
Dude, I cry after I eat.
Every time.
No,
I've eaten with you before.
No. All right, hold up. Finish your story and then I'll tell this.
Okay. But I cried and I turned to my father, as you say, who's a rabbi, right? And I just go, yeah, my parents were both in the room. And I just went, the
tension was thick, huh?
It was so thick, dude. It was
Were they arguing?
No. The one time they weren't arguing. Yeah. I remember asking him, where was God? I screamed it. I would just go, where was God?
For real?
Yeah, it was so dramatic. And then I took my IV pole.
And hold on, you know what's even annoying? That you look like that, like in that fucking picture.
I was 18.
So you were just like an ugly kid. Fucking just, where's God?
Where's God?
Dude, God was probably like looking at you like, ugh.
Can't help him out.
Take off your retainer, you fucking nasty ass.
Take off your retainer and then we'll talk. Dude, I was 13.
You're ugly, dude. I mean, that's surprising because you're so handsome now.
Stop.
That you're disgusting in that fucking picture, dude. Like the baby ones are cute, and then that age, like, gee, no wonder you didn't get laid for fucking until you were like 22.
Well, I almost got laid when I was 16, but I failed to maintain an erection. It's true. I've never told you this.
Because of your colon?
No, dude, I was 16. I wasn't sick yet.
So what happened? Oh, I know. So where's God? And then tell me about your erection.
And where's God? And then I took my IV stand, which pumps the medicine to you, and I smashed it over.
Oh, your father's head? Where's God?
I just knocked it over.
That's so dramatic.
I just went, fuck. Yeah, I was being dramatic. My life was I was being dramatic. But I just remember going, fuck.
For real?
Yeah.
You're not a very chill dude, huh?
No, I'm really not chill. I'm not chill at all. And my dad just goes, I don't know.
Oh, he was crying too?
Yeah.
And then
My mom doesn't cry though. She wasn't crying.
I like her.
Yeah,
her,
she's the best. She's very tough. She's amazing. They're both great. They're both fine. They're both the best. But they basically, and then my dad tried to think of an answer, so he was like, I don't know where God was, but I know you'll have a normal life.
Well, you do.
That was the best he could come up with.
Well, I mean, good. Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, he wasn't wrong. You do have a normal life besides
shitting 10 times a day.
Besides walking around with a colonoscopy bag.
I don't have a bag. You know I don't have a bag anymore. When I met you, I was all right.
Here's the thing, dude. You told me that you don't fart. Remember?
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. You went in the bathroom that one time at my hotel. And you fucking farted a lot. And then
I didn't fart.
What was it? You were making noise with your mouth.
Yeah.
You were going. I want them to think I'm normal.
I just want to be a real boy. No, dude. I'll pass gas on the toilet, but I don't fart.
Like it doesn't go.
Farting is when you voluntarily, you're like, you know.
I'll put in the toilet.
But on the toilet, it's like the gas has to come out. So I burp a lot because it comes out here. And farting is like, my version of that is I'll be on the toilet.
Is there any specific food that you can't eat?
Yeah, there's a lot of foods I can't eat.
Like what?
Name something.
Mexican food?
Yeah, I mean, Mexican food is like, because it's heavily spiced, you know?
Yeah, so you can't eat halal either.
No,
I've seen you eat halal.
Yeah, I can have it. I just have to balance it. I can't have it too much. I need to be careful. I just have to be careful because the colon also stores water, so I have to drink a lot of water. That food might make me diarrhea, so I have to drink more water afterwards. I can't have too much of it. I can't have it if it's too spicy.
Well, it sounds like you're forced to be healthy, which is not
no,
it's a bad deal.
It's not healthy. I don't need vegetables.
You don't? I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water.
Because vegetables are... Yeah, the water is good, but vegetables are very fibrous, you know?
Yeah.
They can be fibrous, and that gives me diarrhea, so I have to be really careful. I can have, like, certain quantities of certain vegetables. Food is like a science to me. It sucks. But it's, it's
I mean,
cool.
it sounds to me like you should have studied fucking nutrology.
Nutrition? Yeah, well, I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Nutrition.
Also, I'm not interested in that shit.
You're more interested in God?
Religion, yeah.
Where's God?
Yeah, where was God? Yeah. And it wasn't until later that I realized that God wasn't... It's not that he was there. He was just crying.
With you?
Yeah. He was crying because he saw how fucking ugly I was.
Dude, that's a very Catholic...
Take out the retainer!
That's a very Catholic thing to say. Just God was in the room just with his head crying. Dude, one time this kid...
He was Tebowing.
Dude, this kid in my fucking high school tried fighting me because he was a Catholic...
Tried fighting you?
Yeah, he was a Mexican kid because he had a picture on his binder of Jesus Christ with his arms open and a picture of his nephew hugging Jesus. And I laughed so hard, dude. And like at first he laughed with me. Like he was like a little embarrassed. But like, he's like, all right, it's kind of funny. And then I got the whole class to look at it.
Hey, everybody.
And then we all laughed. And then he tried fighting me, dude. And I was like, all right.
He sounds like a man of Jesus. He tried to fight you?
He wasn't. He's like a cholo, dude. Like my joke. Like it's always the least religious people that do the most religious things.
Yeah,
dude. They just have like crosses and shit everywhere. Like fuck you, dude. You rob people, asshole. Like
so he just robbed people, but also had a picture of Jesus hugging his nephew.
Yeah,
that's so extra. That's so funny.
Yeah, all right, tell me about your failed erection.
My failed erection.
You were 16. You almost got laid when you were 16.
I'm actually really glad you asked, Frankie. So I was 16 and I was with this little lady, and she was also 16, but I was also 16. And so my mom was gone for a while.
Here in this house?
Yeah, and I was smoking a lot of weed. And I think that had something to do with it, you know? And I just had her over, and I was like, this is the day I'm going to fuck. This is the day I'm going to lose my virginity. She had told me, she was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll have sex with you. Just stop crying. You know, she had said all this stuff, like she was going to... She had said all this stuff, you know, like it was planned.
Sorry, I was thinking about what I was going to say next. It was very rude of me as a host.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, no, here, say it again. Come on.
I don't want to.
Where's God?
Where was God?
All right, so you were crying.
I was crying, yeah. And she was like, okay, I'll do it. Just, we're going to do it the normal way. No, you're not going to, you know, look at
She said that?
Yeah, she was like, I'll do it, but only if we do it the normal way.
What's the normal way?
Missionary, I guess she was talking about.
Is missionary with you when you guys do it in front of a church?
That's when we go to Nigeria and try to convert everybody. No, she was like, she was being weird. She had such weird, like, no, it's not weird. It's not weird.
Were you guys dating?
No, we were just like hooking up. She had touched my dick. She wouldn't suck it though. That's a thing. Which it's true. It is intimate putting a penis in your mouth. No, she was Puerto Rican and Nicaraguan, but she was very fair skinned. She looked like me. Yeah, My high school was.
All right, so but you guys would just make out every now and then in the
yeah,
lunch?
we would make out every now and again.
And then she wanted to have sex.
Oh, I wanted to have sex, and she was like, fine. So
was she a virgin too?
Yeah, she was a virgin. Well, we were both virgins after that. I think I lied though. I was like, oh, I've done it before, because I didn't want her to like you know think it was so special for me. And I was with my friend, and he had my friend Max, and he left, and we had been smoking weed, and then she came over. She was like, "Are you high?" And I was like, "No." And then we were here, and and then I just dude, it just
You guys were making out.
We were making out, and I just didn't. I remember trying to go to the other room to watch porn.
Oh,
so I could come back with like a porn erection, you know?
Yeah.
Because also she wanted us to wear condoms, which why do you have to wear condoms, you know?
That's funny. I've done that with a fight. Like that same guy wanted to fight
failed
me.
To maintain an erection
No,
during the fight.
With a guy with the Jesus kid hugging him. He wanted to fight me, so like I was just walking away, and like he was just waiting for me after school, and like I didn't feel like fighting, so I put on like really like pump me up music in my head,
like pumped up kicks, like what kind of music?
Just like loud punk rock music.
Nice.
And then it wasn't working, so I guess I had erectile dysfunction for a fight, just like
Frankie,
you.
That's not at all comparable to my story. It's not. There's no similarities between what you just said and my story. There's absolutely none. It's nothing like what you just said.
All right, so
I kept waiting for it, and I was like, "What?"
Well, no, I mean, I failed to like
Yeah, failed to.
Well, you went to the room to watch porn. I went to the room to listen to punk rock.
I went to the room to watch porn, and she was like, "What are you doing in your room alone?" And I was like, "Fuck!" So I closed my computer, and we just didn't.
Well, you were nervous or what?
Yeah, we had 3 condoms, and I put them all on, and my penis went back inside me. We're making out, and I was like, "Are you ready?" Remember, we were watching Lilo and Stitch.
On this TV right here?
On this TV, yeah. And I was like, "Are you ready?" And she was like, "Yeah." I just didn't, and I was like eating her pussy, and she was like, "Oh." And then I think she thought it was her fault because it was. No, it was totally. I'm sorry. She was like, she felt bad. She was like, "Oh, was it mine?" And I was like, "No, it wasn't at all. I was just a fucking kid."
Right.
And I remember asking the doctor something. I was like, I was recently with my girlfriend, and I maintained or failed to maintain an erection. They were like, "Yeah, as soon as you get it in your head, I'm not going to be able to do this, then you can't do it."
Your doctor said that?
Yeah, so I just got two in my head.
Just being a bro.
Yeah, he was being cool, but I knew, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna think about this constantly until I have sex again, until you get laid. Yeah, which would be 2 years later, like 2.5 years later. I was 18.
When you were of legal age, yeah.
Yeah, and I had
as
sex
the law intended it to be.
Yeah, exactly. But we were both minors though, so it was fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm about to cut this out. I'm talking about 2 16-year-olds having sex.
You're gonna have to cut that out.
I don't know.
No, you'll be fine. We were both 16.
I'm gonna look up the rules and regulations.
Yeah, of sex. But yeah, dude. But I mean, and then when I lost my virginity, I had a fucking suppository in my asshole. Yeah.
I did that to Sean. I went, and
he went,
yeah,
Frankie.
Stop, what are you doing? You know when you like wake up and you feel weak, like you're like, oh, like you can't like hold something.
With me every day.
So
because you're dehydrated, you gotta drink more water.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, no, this is straight from.
I gotta wake up and drink 2 glasses of water every day.
Is that a wine?
Water.
Well, it was so this part of the that happened to me. I woke up one time and I felt weak, and then I told my mom I feel impotent.
You feel impotent? Did you know what that word was?
No, she started dying laughing.
What word did you try? Like what?
Like like potent means strong.
Oh, so it's a fair.
I told her.
Fair. Yeah, it's a fair
I was like,
mistake.
I feel impotent. She was like, what?
She laughed at you.
Yeah.
Did your parents sound cool?
They are very cool.
I imagine them as terrible people, though. If I'm being honest. No, dude. My dad. That was one of the reasons, the contributing factors to them getting divorced, because my dad would just. He's a rabbi. It's kind of like a full-time job. Like, really, because
because people call him and shit?
People would email him all the time, and he was always checking it.
Like, for advice?
Yeah, for advice, spiritual guidance. My dad molested me. He would get, like, crazy shit
I
like that.
thought you were saying that about your dad. You just sneak that in?
My dad molested him anyway. No, unfortunately, no. But he... Like, I've... a few memories of me going to the schoolyard with him and playing catch,
right,
baseball
yeah.
and shit. And it's because my babysitter told them, she was like, but you got to go, like, you play ball with your boys.
She was Jamaican?
St. Vincent.
Hospital?
She was Caribbean. No, dude, shout out, dude. She's my second mother. We still keep in touch.
Oh, that's good.
I love her.
Yeah,
but Sorry to cut you off. It's just so boring what you're about to say. But I mean, but dude, it's like it's true that when you're a kid, you don't really have a sense of time, you know.
Yeah.
So as long as you see them, it's okay. And you guys, Jesus Christ, Frankie.
So for my back?
Yeah, you're just sweaty as well.
Is it because my back is wet?
I don't know if it's still, you know.
Don't touch it.
If it's still.
Here, tell me,
Yeah, it's pretty. The moisture content is pretty high.
are you calling me a moist back?
I'm calling you a hardworking, talented, educated Mexican.
Can I have this towel?
Yeah, you can have it.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, hold up the feet thing. I have very ticklish feet too.
Feet thing? Yeah.
No.
Ah, wow, he does have ticklish.
Dude, one time I want to go get him. I never get massages.
Sick ass Virgo.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
I know how it is.
Dude, when I went to go get a massage, right? And then I was telling like, don't touch my fucking.
Where do you want it? Just anywhere but my feet.
Yeah, don't touch my fucking. So I'm getting this massage. This like relaxing thing supposedly, right? And then the lady touches my feet, and then I go like that, you know. And she's I'm like, oh, you know, so she like stops touching you.
Kicked her in the face.
And then she goes, oh, and then hold up, it's one of these massage rooms. It's not even a fucking massage room, dude. It's like a big living room, and there's like a bunch of like tables and shit. Yeah. So we don't even have our own private thing. So it's a bunch of Chinese ladies, and they're like, or they're not gonna be Chinese.
They are Chinese.
They can be Mexican.
In New York, they're generally Chinese.
So this is in California.
Oh, so they're probably Korean, right?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe whatever Asian.
Whatever type of Asian.
Yeah, so it was just a bunch of Asian ladies giving dudes massages. And then she would go to my feet, and then I go like that, and then I heard a snickering, dude. I was like, what the fuck? So then and then I looked up, and then I looked back, and she was looking at her. She was calling her friend over, and she was going, look, and she was tickling my feet on purpose, dude. And I was like, yo, and I got mad, dude. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm so sorry, and then she stopped, and then she started just gave me a regular massage. But I was pissed, dude.
Oh my god, that's great. How long did she tickle your feet for? How many?
She did it 3 times. Like she would like go
three separate times.
Yeah, and I go like that.
She like didn't understand that when you pulled away.
Well, she probably did it the first time, and she thought it was funny, and then she did it the second time, and then I went like that, and she was like, "Oh, fucking my friend."
Did she speak English?
She was like, "My friends got."
She spoke perfect English.
She was like, "My friends got to see this shit."
I'm sorry.
She called over her neighbor. She was like, "Look," and then I happened to see all that. She went, "Look," and then she went, and then she fucking scratched the bottom of my foot.
Jesus Christ.
So I was just sitting there fuming, dude, getting a massage.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's so mean. That's what my friends would do. That's also the most dangerous spot is by the foot because you kick up, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That was the most dangerous to hold you down by your feet because you kick up and you...
Were any of these fellas homosexuals?
2 of them were... One was bisexual and one is just really horny. And so he's like sucked a dude off or something.
Yeah, I wanted to fuck, I think it was more of a sexual thing than a homie thing.
Yeah, well... I mean, no, it was my friend, but it was my friends.
Yeah,
or not, I don't know. But that's, oh my god. Did you like tip them and stuff? Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I tip.
You gotta tip.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I put myself in their shoes, and I'm like, I guess I would have done the same thing.
Put myself in their shoes, take their shoes off, and rub my feet. That's just so. The one thing you told them, they were like, okay, and then they just did it.
Started doing
that's
it.
You as a comedian, you gotta appreciate that.
Yeah,
too,
no,
right?
I was mad, but
it was funny,
and then I got a fun story out of it.
Yeah, it's like that was funny. Please don't do it again.
But yeah, if I would have kicked her, that would have been a lawsuit.
No, dude, but I think you should be, because your feet are so ticklish, it means that your feet are sensitive. So you should try doing foot stuff next time you have sex.
Like with my feet?
Yeah, have her like kiss your feet or something. Or, like,
no. I mean, I'll try to walk on rocks and shit, or like barefoot.
Have her walk on rocks.
No, me, like I don't know. It has to be sexual, guy.
No, it has to be sexual.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it does.
I could like try to walk on rocks or grass, just to like, but they are sensitive, very sensitive.
Walk on rocks.
Not rocks,
like
but just like gravel.
Zen garden or something?
No, like gravel.
Why?
So they won't be sensitive.
Oh, like callus them up?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but you're not going to become not ticklish if you walk on
I mean, your fucking solution is having my girlfriend kissing them.
Yeah.
What am I, fucking Jesus?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have to kiss them. It could be rubbing them. It could be fucking them with her pussy. You could stick a toe in her vagina. There's a lot of things
Nah,
you could suck
dude.
your toes. So good.
All right, I think this conversation has taken its course.
Taking its course, yeah. You've also done an hour. I thought we were going to do 15 minutes.
I was planning on it, but you kept on talking about having sex and
Sex
shit.
in my colon, yeah. All right, so how are we going to, like, ease out of it? Should I, like, sing a song? Like, do my bar mitzvah
Yeah.
thing?
Well, I mean, you don't really have anything on your social media, huh? So we're not even gonna.
No, I have my social
Goodbye,
media.
everybody.
I have social media. Can I butt
Yeah,
plug?
yeah. Plug everything. Oh, and then your podcast coming
Can I
out.
butt plug something? I have a podcast coming out in several months.
It's about.
I don't really know. Yeah, it's called Turdsville. Check it out. Again, probably not till like December.
It's about shitting, right?
Yeah, it's about shitting. 2023.
Because you have, and he has IBS guests on it.
No, yeah, we have. So it's me and Dave Pionkowski, great comic, no colon, and both of us don't have colons. So we're gonna have comics on who have problems with pooping, and also ones who like have family members problems with pooping. It's gonna be great. You know, GI, it affects all of us, man. We got to talk about shitting and the shit stigma. Tune on into Turdsville this coming. When I have honestly no idea when it's gonna come out.
Your first
Check
guest
it
is
out.
Grant Moore.
Grant Moore first
Grant
guest.
Moore.
Then we had Mia Faith Hammond. We
She doesn't have a colon
She has Crohn's.
disease.
Crohn's disease.
What?
Is Google Crow. No,
Alright.
Are you calling me a racist?